everyone, this week we are back with another blacksmithing project. This week we're going to be forging an anvil ruler out of some flat bar. So today I'm going to begin by working through the rough concept drawing of what I'm trying to make here. First, I need to consider the dimensions of the anvil that I want to fit this ruler to, which is an approximately 5-inch wide face. Now I want the ruler to overhang this anvil by about 2.5 inches, which gives me a total measurable length of about 7.5 inches for this ruler. Now the style of ruler that I want to use here is one that I found from a video from DF in the shop. He makes a lot of really great tutorials for these kinds of things, and what he does here is he utilizes several bends in the bar to create a rudimentary spring that holds the ruler to the side of the anvil, or just holds the ruler to the anvil. So that's approximately what the final shape of my ruler is going to be when I'm done forging it. Now over here I have further worked out the dimensions to figure out how much of my bar I will actually need in terms of length. Now as you can see, the side with this slight bend right here is not totally an approximate measurement. That isn't really a critical measurement on this ruler. I just want it to be 2 to 2.5 inches down the side of the anvil with a slight bend in it. Now the rest of these measurements are where it gets important. So as you can see, as I previously mentioned, the top face of this ruler is going to be about 7.5 inches. Then from there, it's going to fold back over around on itself, and that semicircular bend right there is going to have a radius of approximately 1 inch, or if you want to go by diameter, about 2 inches. Finally, what I want to do here is I want to put file marks every 1/2 inch on the top face of this ruler so that I can actually measure. And I'm going to do alternating size file marks so that you can distinguish between the 1 inch and 1/2 inch increments, which is what you would see on a standard tape measure. Now, if you'd like to look at this drawing any further, here is a still shot of the entire thing. And next, we're going to move right on to the actual forging. For the first bend I'm going to do here, measurement does not matter very much. Okay, so now that the first bend is done, it's time to make a hot cut at the remaining length of the bar I need, and then fold the steel over itself. You'll notice that I just used my hammerhead as a reference point for measuring once the bar got hot, because my marks faded away with the heat. Finally, it's just a matter of bending the semicircular section and fidgeting with the tightness of the spring on the anvil itself for a little while. I spent more time messing with the tightness of this spring on my anvil than I would like to admit that I did. whack down to straighten it out, but honestly, this edge here appears to be relatively straight. Could be a little bit better. I'll polish her up a little bit. Oh, I see that going on right there. Doesn't move at all. About all I need. I am going to heat it up a little bit just to straighten that out, because that does. And that'll be fine. That's all I need. And it's got it in it. It's bothered. So, go either way. Now I should be able to put that right down on there. That's on there nice and tight. It's straight now. I feel better about it. Let's just double check that, but I do believe it is. So it's a little bit off kilter, but it's not too bad. I can live with it. And it slides right off, so I can also slide it right in. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. Absolutely perfect. I'll take and clean this up, and it'll be good. Okay, I'm really happy with how this Anvil ruler came out. The forging itself was not too difficult, and I had a good plan going into it. It was a little bit janky making the measurements without a proper hot measurement tool, but that's the role that this Anvil ruler is going to fill now. And now we're going to move right on to the next project. Okay, that's all I have for you this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you did, and I will see you next week. Bye!